ॐ सिन्दूरारुण विग्रहां त्रिनयनां माणिक्यमौलिस्फुरत् तारानायकशेखरां स्मितमुखीमापीनवक्षोरुहां पाणिभ्यामलिपूर्णरत्नचषकं रक्तोत्पलं बिभ्रतीं सौम्यां रत्नघटस्थरक्तचरणां ध्यायेत् परामम्बिकाम् अरुणां करुणातरङ्गिताक्षीं धृतपाशाङ्कुशपुष्पबाणचापाम् अणिमादिभिरावृतां मयूखैः अहमित्येव विभावये भवानीं ध्यायेत् पद्मासनस्थां विकसितवदनां पद्मपत्रायताक्षीं हेमाभां पीतवस्त्रां करकलितलसद्धेम पद्मां पराङ्गीं सर्वालङ्कारयुक्तां सततमभयदां भक्तनम्रां भवानीं श्रीविद्यां शान्तमूर्तिं सकलसुरनुतां सर्वसम्पत्प्रदात्रीं सकुङ्कुमविलेपनामलिकचुम्बिकस्तूरिकां समन्दहसितेक्षणां ससरचापपाशाङ्कुशाम् अशेषजनमोहिनीमरुणमाल्यभूषोज्ज्वलां जपाकुसुमभासुरां जपविधौ स्मरेदम्बिकाम् ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ हरिः ॐ everybody. We are doing Lalita Sahasranamam. So far we have finished up to let's see the 152 shlokas. So namas up to 805 namas. Today we are going to start from 153rd shloka. This is the 37 lahari. This is Jnana Vidya or Jnana Lahari. Means filled with Jnanam, knowledge. Everything is knowledge, but this one is especially knowledge, the Jnanam. The namas are also like that. So now let us chant together 153rd shloka. Param Jyoti Parandhama Paramanu Paratpara Pashahasta Pashahantri Paramantra Vibhedini. So now 153rd shloka, 806th nama to 812 nama. Means 7 namas in this shloka. Param Jyotihi. Param means supreme. Means nothing is beyond this param. That is called, Vedantins calls as Brahman. Or we hear the word consciousness or Chaitanyam. That is what param. Jyotihi. That is the Jyoti Swarupam. Means it is luminous. It is like radiant. Swayam Jyoti. Swayam Prakasham. Not dependent on any other light. So that is the Param Jyoti, supreme light. So this light is pervaded, whole universe is pervaded by this light. In and through means in us, in universe, in all objects, all everything, Sarva Bhutas and everywhere. That is what Param Jyoti, all pervading. That is why Sri Krishna says, Matta Parataram Nanyat Kinchidasti Dhananjaya. There is nothing beyond me, not even a little bit. You might have a doubt, maybe something might be there. No, nothing, kinchit, not even a bit. Everything is below me. That is why Mayadhyakshena Prakritihi. Prakriti means this universe, this world is pervaded and functioning because of this Param Jyoti Swarupam. See, whatever we see, Surya, Chandra, Agni, that is the light we see. The light is getting the light from this Param Jyoti, light of the lights. That is what Param Jyotihi. And then in Upanishads, beautiful shloka is given. This is in the course, our Swamiji Acharya Bodhatmananji used to ask us to memorize this shloka. I'm going to chant that one. Kim Jyotistava Bhanumanahani Ratrau Pradipadikam Syadevam Ravidipadarshana Vidhau Kim Jyotirakyahi me Chakshustasya Nimilanadi Samaye Kim dhir dhiyo dharshane Kim tatrahamito bhavan paramaham jyotistadasmi param. See, this question, Kim means what? Which or what? That question is asking, what is that? See, what do you do? How do you see in the daytime, daylight? Common answer we all know with sun. Sunlight, we all see everything. And then how about in the evening? We see everything with fire, that Agni. That's how we see. And how about at night? Chandrama, moonlight, we see everything through our eyes. But when we close our eyes, also we are seeing, we all know we are alive. Even where we play hide and seek with children or grandchildren, we say, I am here. They say, I am here. So how are they able to see? By which light? That light is nothing but Param Jyotihi. That supreme light is nothing but you are that supreme light. Whether we know it or not, whether we understand or not, we appreciate it or not, we are that Param Jyotihi. With that light only, we are able to see, we are able to hear, we are able to function, we are able to taste. That is Param Jyotihi. So this is what that shloka, beautiful one, really. For meditation, it helps a lot. And then that light, all devatas are also did meditation because that is Param Jyotihi. Devatas are also getting the light from that light. That is what Param Jyotihi. So this all these namas are Parasambandha namas. That is why Param Jyotihi, Parandhama, Paramanu, Paratpara. 4 namas. Para means supreme. So that is why we chant actually all this, we can say it. Natatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam nema vidyuto bhanti kutoyam agnihi tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. At that light, that consciousness, that to that light, where there is no sunlight, where there is no moonlight, where there is no fire, that Agni light, what to talk about this small light we show, that diya, what to talk about that? But everything is illuminated by that light. That is what we say, natatra suryo bhati, that where this sunlight is not shining. Because of the sunlight, it is not shining. Because it is Swayam Jyoti. But when we do Arati, we chant that one. For shortcut, we do not want to do a big Arati like Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Then we chant this one. This is, we all Chinmaya Mission members knows this Arati. Natatra Suryo Bhati na Chandra Tarakam. So that is what Param Jyoti. This is the Anubhavam, experience. Ramana Maharshi has experienced this. And then Swami Chinmayananda, we call lovingly Gurudev, Guruji, all of them. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, they have experienced it. Where Hrudi Punarbhavabhyam, Shankaracharya says in Saundarya Lahari, in their hearts, heart of the heart. Again, Punarbhavabhyam means again and again they are experiencing this Param Jyoti. That is also called Rasa Shevadihi. We have seen earlier. That is Amrutam, Rasam. That is not dry. Dry hearts cannot feel this. Only filled with Rasam, that Amrutam, they only can experience this. With these namas, we are making it wet. We are making Rasam. We are developing the taste to experience this Param Jyoti. That is Pushta. That is what a wholesome thinking. Developing that thinking, that is what Puratana, ancient. It's there is no time. Before the creation, it is there. That is all Param Jyoti. That is also Pushkara, Pushkarekshana. Pushkara means full. Pushta, all of them are fullness. And then I will give you a tip. Let us say, according to astrology, Pushkara Yogam or Pushkala Yogam, this is indeed very rare to have this. Astrology says when there is a Vishakha Nakshatra, means we have 27 stars. One is Vishakha and one is Krutika. For Vishakha nakshatra, where there is a sun in that nakshatram, then they have this Pushkala yoga, means they feel full all the time. Means not eating, but they feel santushti, contentment. That is what Pushkara yogam or Pushkala yogam. That is also yoga. It won't happen. Otherwise, we always feel lacking something. Even feeling, appreciating, enjoying, that is a great yogam actually. Same thing with Krutika Nakshatram. If the moon is there, that is also Pushkala Yogam or Pushkara Yogam. That is Pushkarekshana. Mother is also watching us, not only created us, she is every minute watching us, what we are doing, and she is helping us to how to progress in our life, how to get better in any situations, dealing with people, surroundings, and situations and objects too. Nowadays, we have to add that because everything is gadgets are everywhere, like cell phones, ITV, iPhone, everything, I. So that is why mother is watching us. All that ikshana means eyes, ikshana shakti. This is all namas are jnana vidya. They are all. People ask, what is my purpose? These namas gives us our purpose. Why we took the birth? Why we got this human birth? What is the purpose? When I remember say purpose, I remember Guruji. In Jnanasara, he writes a beautiful shloka. He says, these questions have to come. Then the purpose will be solved, relieved. Means, what are the questions? That shloka I will chant. Koham kutoham kimidam cha vishvam kam pujayanti janascha devam prayojanam kim mama jivanasya jignasureva vichinoti nityam. What are the questions? Koham, kaha aham. Who am I? Kutoham, where have I come from? Kimidam cha vishvam, what is this universe? Kam pujayantiha janascha daivam. Who is this daivam, the God? Everybody is worshipping. Who is he or she? And then prayojanam mama jivanasya. What is the prayojanam? Means purpose of my life. Jignasureva. Whoever is asking these questions or getting these questions, vichinoti nityam, always thinking about it. He is the sadhakas, the seeker. Means, who am I? Where have I coming from? What is the purpose of my life? Who is this God? Everybody is worshipping. We hear this, and then what is this universe? Who is controlling all this? And what all these questions, vichinoti nityam, thinking about it, that is what takes us to this jnanam, that param jyotihi. Then we go to that parandhamam. 807 namam is param, supreme. Dhamam means abode. Vishnu for Vaikuntha, Vishnumurti Vaikuntham, Shiva Bhagavan Kailasam, Mother Manidvipam or Sriman Nagaram, abode of all this Parandhamam. While alive, see, ours is moksha means liberation, means while alive. That is what reaching that means. Body will be there, but going beyond body concept, going beyond indriyas, that is what Parandhamam. Kramamukti is also there, but we talk about whenever the time comes. But right now, that is what Parandhamam means. That is what moksham. That is what the adharam or substratum or support for the whole universe, to the whole universe. Cheturdasha Bhuvanas, we have seen 14 worlds, we see them from Bhuloka upwards and downwards. Upwards, Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, Maharloka, Janoloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka. Downwards, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Mahatala, Talatala, Rasatala, Patala, up to Patala Lokam. All of them can be seen with our eyes. At least we can visualize. Even through mind, we can go there because they are described in our scriptures, in Puranas. the description is given. But Parandhamam, this is only experience, not to be described. So that is what Parandhamam means. That is why Sri Krishna says, Yadgatva nanivartante tadhama paramam mama. Whoever reaches that dhamam, that abode, they will not come back again. Means they are beyond janana marana chakram. Means that wheel of birth and death cycle. That is what Parandhamam means. So that is why that Parandhamam, Kurma Puranam says, in Kurma Puranam, Shiva himself says, Saisha Maheshwari Gauri Mama Shaktihi Niranjana Shantam Satyam Sadanandam Tadhama Parandhama Parandhamam Param. That is what all these qualities are given. Niranjana, where there is no darkness. Where Shantam, where there is peace, peace of mind, peacefulness. Satyam, truth. That Satyam also comes, Satyavrata, there we can elaborate truth. And then Sadanandam, always happy, always cheerful, always Anandam is the characteristic of Trupti, quality of the Trupti, contentment, always happy, Nandati Nandati Nandatyeva. All these, that is nothing but my energy, that is nothing but Maheshwari or Gauri. Paramashiva himself says that is Parandhamam. Because once we know also, we strive for these qualities. Otherwise, oh, we hear Parandhama, Parambhava, oh, Parandhama, we salute, and then we hear, oh, even older people, they get up when they Parandhama. They use all these words. All these, when we want to strive for the peace of mind, all of us want these. So that is what Parandhamam. And now 808 8th Namam Paramanuhu, still 153rd shloka. Again, Param means supreme, subtle, Anu means the atom, usually subtlest is talking about. Then when we say Paramjyotihi, Parandhama, is that what can be seen by the eyes? No. Because this is the subtler of the subtlest. See, subtlest will be the, whatever we see is the gross. Subtle we cannot see. Mind is subtle. That is why nobody knows how our mind functions. Actually, that is a blessing. Otherwise, what happens is that has filled with all this raga, dvesha, kopam, anger, jealousy. That's good. Nobody is able to see. We are keeping to ourselves. If they know, then nobody will come near to us. So that is why my mind is subtler. Subtler than subtle is buddhi. Subtler than is atma. This is the order. The order is given in Bhagavad Gita beautifully. 4 steps. Indriyani paranyahuhu. Indriyebhya param manaha. Manasastu para buddhihi. Yo buddhe paratastu saha. First one, Indriya, whatever we enjoy, this world, objects, beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful saris, beautiful jewelry, beautiful computers, iPhones, all the trees, everything is sunrise, sunset. Everything is beautiful, actually. If we have the right mind, right set of thoughts, it's really beautiful. But subtler than that is the Indriyas. Means to enjoy all this, we need to have all the good eyes, seeing eyes, hearing all these birds, coo, coo, bird chirping. To hear that, we need the ears. Isn't it true? If we are caught up with our own mind chattering, we can't even hear. And then subtler than that is mind. Mind has to be present there. We all know that people might say, oh, I went past in front of you, you didn't see me. We say, no, that means our mind is not there. So where are you? They're daydreaming. That is all kind of mind is not there. Because first one, objects, and then indriyas. Indriyas means organs of perception, eyes, ears, tongue. Even while we are eating, our mind should be there. Otherwise, just to swallow, we don't even know what we are eating. Mindfulness, we hear these words. means mind should be there. And then only we will enjoy. Subtler than mind is buddhi, intellect, decisive power. Then gives us that the order is given. Subtler than buddhi is Atma. Because of that Atma, that Param Jyoti, all of them are functioning. All of them are able to really do their jobs. That's what Paramanuhu, subtler than subtlest. So this is what the whole order, Paramanuhu. That is Parat Para, 809th Namam. Because this is all taking us to highest, to the Brahman. That's why these are all important namas. We need to know. Remember, information gives us transformation. We are all gathering information, learning through the namas, what to achieve, what to do for that. It's given, but that's why we need elaboration. That is called commentary, bhashyam. That's why 809th namam, Parat Para. Para, so whatever we see highest in anything, higher than that, because it is very subtle, Paramanuhu. So that's why we saw this. Mahat, whatever mountains we say, bigger than that. That is why our Swamiji used to say, the big, B-I-G, big. Nothing is bigger than that. So that's why Bindu, according to Sri Chakram, it is Bindu, the dot, 9th Chakram, from bottom to top. That is why Shiva and Kameshwara, Kameshwari, both of them are staying. In us, the crown chakra, that is where our Bindus, the Sahasraram, that's where Parat Para is staying, residing, through awakening of that serpent power, we can reach that state. This is the yoga's meaning, Kundalini yoga meaning. So that is what Parat Para. And then form Pashahasta, Pashahantri, Paramantra Vidhedini. 3 namas are describing that. 810th namam, Pashahasta, means Pasha means rope, Hasta means hand. Mother is holding the Pasham. Even Ganesha Bhagavan, we see most of the gods are holding that rope, Pasham, because they are all protecting us. Whenever we get into the attachments, they will pull us from that attachments, Ragam. And then so many ropes we have. Ragam, Dvesham, attachment and aversion. Ahankaram, Mamakaram, I-ness and minus. And then Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsaryam. All of them, let us put one of them, one category, or we can put one each one if you want to get tied up more. So all these are all ropes. And then that is why Raga, Swarupa, Pashadja, Krodha, Kara, Kushojvala, Mano, Rupekshu, Kodanda, Pancha, Tanmatra, Sayaka. We have seen earlier in earlier namas. So that Raga, Swarupa, Pashadja, she is holding that Pasham, that is representation of Ragam. Ikshukodandam means sugar cane. That is the speciality of Lalita Parabhattarika. She holds that sugar cane in her hand. That's what when we offer our Manorupekshu, that mind is Ikshukodandam is representation of that mind. That is why Ramachandra Bhagavan holds Kodanda Rama. He's a Kshatriya, the king, the prince. That's why he's holding Kodandam. We chant Kodanda Rama, Kalyana Rama. Why? Because he is the warrior. He establishing dharmam, protection of dharmam. So here mother is holding Ikshukodandam. That is why we say Ramo Lalitabhikaya. So the Pasha Hasta. And then she takes us. So that is why when we offer our mind, she takes us beyond these pairs of opposites. Then we'll reach our know who we are. That is Param Jyoti Swarupam. And then whoever do the black magic or do the wrong things or impose the negativities on us, what mother does is Pasha Hantri, 811th Namam. All these Pashas, Hantri means it destroys. means nullifies all these negativities. So that is why nobody can touch the devotees. Nobody can touch the jnanis. That is the really, mother is protecting them. We see this in their great Mahatma's life. So many obstacles, so many people, including Shankaracharya, people have done so many black magics, but mother is there to protect them. So many things happens to them too. That is why Pasha Hantri, what to talk about us. So that is why according to our scriptures, there are 8 types, Ashtavidha Pashas. It's good to know. One is Pasu Pasham, means Pashu Prabhutti. Even though we have that human birth, behaving like animalistic tendencies. We might think we are all good, but sometimes it might pop up. Getting angry or thinking about ill about other people is also animalistic. We may not have to do physically, thinking mentally, anything harm, anything jealousy, anything is pasham. Actually, real pashus, they will not have all that. They just attack, eat whatever they need and go away. Other people will eat other food. But human beings are really very evolved. They think they are evolved, but they are very most dangerous. They have all these. They can really help and make it both ways too, positive and negative. That is what capacity is there. But that's what Pashu Pasham, that is one Pasham. Bhava Pasham, Bhava means birth and death cycle. Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, going all that again and again, birth and death cycle. Third one, Bandha Pasham. Bandha means like bondage. So many bondages. Actually, more than a house, children, husband, or power, position, name, fame, all that, they are more dangerous is I-ness and minus, my ideas, my thoughts. They have to follow. All these are much dangerous. Bandha Pasham. Fourth one, Moha Pasham. Moha means delusion. Not seeing as it is, not accepting the people as they are, not, means not having that acceptance tendency anywhere, situations or people or surroundings or anything. Acceptance, not having that acceptance is moha pasham. As it is, mother will take care of it. We have to learn acceptance. Fifth one, asha pasham. Asha is good in one way. I want to learn, I want to attend satsang. All these asha I get, but durasha, that becomes like a pasham, means again bondage. Sixth one is karma pasham. Karma is doing everything always bound by the karmas. I have to do this, I have to do. Lot of people say that I cannot sit for meditation. People come to classes, please, I don't ask me to sit for meditation. I will help you. I will help in the kitchen. I'll set up the what do you call the altar, or do, send WhatsApp messages or whatever. But don't ask me to sit down for satsang or the meditation. Karma pasham. Seventh one, dukkha pasham. Dukkha, I don't need to elaborate. Mental dukkham, physical dukkham everywhere. Eighth one, klesha pasham. So many afflictions, sorrows, difficulties. Even we have everything, we feel difficulty everywhere. That is what ashta pasha, ashtavidha pashas. People are surrounded and tied up. Even beautifully, our really tamoguna, rajoguna, and satvaguna, all of them are like bondages. We think tamoguna is bondage. Tamoguna is iron bondage. Rajoguna means being active. That is silver bondage. Satvaguna is golden bondage. Satvaguna is also like, oh, I'm doing a lot of meditation. Oh, I do this, that. It's good to share. No doubt about it. That way other people get inspired. Depends on what kind of attitude or intention we are doing. Like we say, show off. Then it becomes a bondage for ourselves, not for them. Sattva guna, that is golden chain. Chain is a chain, whether gold or silver or iron. Then what is the solution? We need to become Shuddha Sattva. That's what we can know our true nature. That is Param Jyoti Swarupam. That is why all these Pashas, Pashaham 3, now 153rd Namam, 812 Namam, Paramantra Vibhedini. Para means supreme. Mother has a Panchadashi and Shodashi. We have seen all these mantras before, and then that is all Paramantra. Even how does she do it? The question you might have. That is why in Phalashruti, we have after Lalita Sahasranamam, we have Phalashruti. There are two kinds of shlokas are given. So that way, whenever you chant this, you can actually, let me give you this number. Let me see if I can find it. Then you can also see and write it, or number. Let me see. This comes in Phalashruti and two shlokas. Let's see. In Phalashruti, this is the 33rd and 34th shlokas. This is on this book, 18th page. You don't need to look now, but you can just write it. So that way you will know. The shlokam says, Yastvidam nama sahasram satkrut pattati bhaktiman tasya ye shatra vastesham nihanti sharabheshwaraha. That is what the Pashahantri Paramantra Vibhedini, destroyer. How the Sharabheshwara comes and destroys all these negativities or black magic for the devotees, for the jnanis. But the qualification is required, Bhaktiman. We need to be devotee of mother. That is the condition. Then how another one, Abhicharam means Abhichara Prayogam, black magic. For that, Yovabhicharam Kurute Nama Sahasra Pathake Nirvartva Tatkriyam Hantyat Tambai Pratyangira Swayam. That Pratyangira mother's form is Pratyangira Devata. She comes and attacks this negative people. So that is why Phalashruti, we are seeing that. So this is what Paramantra Vibhedini Pashaham 3. So all these they get destroyed. And now what is the solution? Maitradivasanalabhya. Maitri means friendship. Towards equal people, we need to develop friendship. In knowledge, or power, or wealth, our financial status, everywhere we need to have Maitri. Mudita means happiness. Whoever is higher than us, anywhere, whatever, financially, money-wise, or power-wise, or jnanam-wise, anywhere, we have to be happy. Karuna, whoever is lower than us in all these above, physically, mentally, intellectually, or financially, help them spiritually. Have their karuna, compassion. Upeksha, let us say some people, we may not have any animosity or negativity towards other people, but they might have towards us, always putting down us. So for about them, have upeksha. Upeksha means indifference. Do not pay any attention. So all this will take us to the Param Jyoti Swarupam. This is what Jnana Vidya, we are all seeing. How to acquire, how to do, and what to do, what not to do also is given in these namas. So with this 153rd shloka, we are concluding. We'll chant the shloka. Param Jyoti Param Dhama Paramanu Paratpara Pashahasta Pashahantri Paramantra Vibhedini. Paramantra Vibhedini is full, is one namam. 153 shloka is done. Now we are entering into 154th shloka. That is Murta Murta Nityatrupta Munimanasa Satyavrata Satyarupa Sarvantaryamini Sati. This one is 813 namas to 820th nama. Means 8 namas in this shlokam. 813 is Murta, 814 namam is Amurta. Murta, Amurta. But when we chant together. Wherever I'm giving you Sanskrit rule also, Murta, that Murta, whenever that letter A comes, they use that symbol, that two kind of symbol, that is a representation of A. But we do not pronounce that Murta, Murta. Wherever that is, we have to definitely do the long ones. Murta, Murta. That A is included whenever we pronounce. That is why Murta, Amurta. So that is what two namas. Murta, that is why we call Murti. Whenever we go to temple or Murti Puja, we bring the idol. Means the form. That is Murta. Amurta means formless. That is why Saguna Brahma, Nirguna Brahma. Both of them are talking about in this Namam. See, actually in study groups, in Vedantas, always people ask this question. Should we do Saguna Brahma Upasana, or should we do Nirguna Brahma Upasana? Or should we do Puja or Japam, all that, or meditation? This is commonly asked question everywhere. See, what happens is, and then people think all this puja, we do this is lower. This is all mental projection. There is nothing lower or nothing higher. Murta, Amurta, both of them are mother. Saguna Brahma, Nirguna Brahma. Even Sri Krishna, Arjuna had that question too. Not only as Arjuna is representation of all of us. He asked all these questions already. All the answers are given by Bhagavan or in the scriptures. We think my question is great. What happens today? Sri Krishna gives beautiful answer. He says, Klesho dhikatarastesham avyakta sakta chetasam avyakta hi gatir dukkham dehavadbhiravapyatam. See, Ravapyate. This comes in 12th chapter, 5th shloka. See, what happens is, okay, Murta, Amurta, see, as long as we have this bodily thought, I am the body or I am the mind, our mind is not focusing or staying, then this Murti Upasana is required. It's not the first step or that is the second step or higher. Mind needs support. Mind needs alambana. Our rishis knows. That is why they are giving that. That is why they need these namas. So then mind gets purified with these namas. Slowly, slowly, slowly enters these namas, meaning enters. Then it stays focus, ekagrata comes. That concentration comes. Then with that they can stay. Then not that puja is not required, or they just, while doing puja, they can just transform into themselves. It happens to great Mahatmas. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, it always happens. Kali Puja, he used to go to the trance. That even Shankaracharya, that Shringeri, old days, Swamijis, all of them, great Mahatmas, they used to go to trance. So that is why they, while listening, they go to trance. That is why it is like a process. It's not that is high, this is low. While listening, our mind gets transformed. That is what Murta, Amurta. There is no low or no high. So this is all misconception. While listening, if we are enjoying, we went to Manidvipam, I'm just feeling that rasam. What else we want? There is nowhere to go. That is what moksham is. Reveling in the truth. Reveling in that Param Jyoti Swarupam. That is what Murta, Murta, Akshara, all these namam, they all comes. So that is why experience, that anubhavam is most important, not the Murta, Amurta. Always ask, these questions are asked in study groups also. So this is, reveling is more important than Murti or Amurti. So then 815th Namam, we are still in 154th Shloka, that Nitya Trupta, always contented, always happy, always Akhanda Ananda Swarupam. Trupti is the expression of Anandam. Whenever we feel contented or wholesome thinking, Purna, that bhavam comes, that is the expression of Anandam. People ask this question, am I happy? Whenever you have these feelings, yes, you are happy. But indeed, it is very rare to get that feelings. So that is why, but how do we get? Through devotion, bhakti, bhakti vashya, bhakti gamya, through devotion alone to the mother, we get these feelings. That is why Shiva is Abhisheka Priya. Even with one drop of water, he is happy. Ashutoshudu, Bhola Shankara, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Pour water, he is happy. Vishnu Bhagavan Alankara Priya. He loves all these Alankaram, beautiful that we see so many Alankaras. That's why even Sri Krishna says, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yo me Bhaktya Prayachati Tadaham Bhaktyupahrutam Ashnami Prayatatmanaha. He said only Patram, one leaf, one Tulasi Dalam, Pushpam, one flower. He didn't say whole basket of just pour it there. You cannot even see my face. I cannot even breathe. Not like that. Patram, Pushpam, one phalam, one fruit, toyam, one drop of water. I am happy when condition is given. Bhaktya apahrutam, bhaktya apahrutam. When you give with the devotion, I'm satisfied. Nitya trupta. Because I'm ever satisfied. You want that satisfaction, I'm giving you the remedy. That's what our scriptures are saying. We are not doing anything for mother or Shiva Bhagavan. Everything we are doing for ourselves, for our sake. Never think I'm pleasing mother. Mother is Nitya Trupta. They don't need anything. Everything, giving the donation for our Chinmaya Ramalaya or for anything, Gurudev or Guruji, or doing any puja for our sake, or listening to satsang, we are not doing them anything. This is all for our jnanam, for our knowledge, for our own upliftment, for our own purpose to know who we are. So that is why each individual is traveling, doing their journey. It's not dependent on anybody. Wherever you get the connection, just hang on to it, keep learning, keep adding drop by drop, and like how we add the pot, drop, water fills up the pot. In the same way, our mind is like a pot. That is what Munimana Sahamsika. Drop by drop, we are adding this knowledge. So that way we feel that fullness, Pushkara, Nitya Trupta, and know who we are. This is only, this moksham is individual journey. That is why even in marriage ceremony also, dharmecha, arthecha, kamecha, nati charami, that mantra is used. Dharma means righteousness. Ardha means whatever you acquire to fulfill this gruhasthashramam. You are entering into gruhasthashramam. Kamas, all the desires. Yes, license. Now you are getting the license to fulfill all the desires. Dharma, artha, kama. You can do together, travel together. Husband and wife, you are promising in front of this Agni, that fire, Agni Devata. Then you travel together. But moksham, they didn't talk about it, because moksham, liberation, is individual. It's not anybody. Husband has husband, wives have husband. Each individual comes with their own package, their vasanas. They have to exhaust on their own. Nobody can exhaust their vasanas. So this is our individual journey. So that is why 816th Nama, Muni Manasa Hamsika. Muni means Manana Shila. Shiluru means they are contemplating. They are called Muni. Manasa means in their mind or their hearts. Mother is like a Hamsa, Hamsika, means like a swan bird. See, swan bird, Hamsa birds are wherever there is purity only, they exist. Olden days, they used to have Hamsa, swan birds. That is why their hearts are purified hearts. with the contemplation, with their thinking, they made that purity of mind, clarity of knowledge. That is what Muni means. Always thinking about Shuddha Manasu. In that, mother expresses automatically. Mother is there, Hridayastha, in each and everybody. But they recognize and they realize that mother is in us and mother expresses. For this, I will give you one example, common example. See, let us say if you take the water, if the water is muddy, we cannot see the reflection of sun. Sun is there all the time. Water is there all the time. And then let us say pot is there, water in the pot. Now this is the example. This is called Drushtantam in Sanskritam. Now Dashtrantam, I'm giving you again Sanskritam word because there are Sanskrit lovers in our group. Dashtrantam means application. Pot is nothing but our body. It's there. And then water is nothing but that manasa, mind. And then sun is nothing but Atma, Hamsika, that mother. Means body is there, mind is there, mother is there, consciousness, Paramjyoti or Chaitanyam. But when we can see, when we can experience Munimana, we need to become Munis, means purified heart, then automatically expresses, it's there, but not we are not able to see, are not expressing fully because of it, the dirty water we cannot see. When the water is clear, we can see. Reflection is there all the time. So that is what Muni Manasa Hamsika, Bhakta Manasa Hamsika, that is another namam too. So this is what, that's why purity is required to know the Paramjyoti Swarupam. Now, what are required is given. 817th namam Satyavrata. Satyavrata. Vratam means whatever Satyanarayana Vratam we call. Vratam, so many vratas are there, means I'm taking the vow to do this. See, in Kali Yuga, it's very easy. Why? Because we don't need to do big yajnas or spend so much money or elaboration, sitting for whole day in front of the fire, swaha, swaha. We don't need to do all that. Satyavrata, taking the one vow, I'm going to tell the truth, nothing but truth. Body, mind, intellect, actually, manasa, vacha, karmana, with alignment, I will live my life. That is what a Satyavrata. That's all. In Kali Yugam, it is simple, even though it's difficult to practice, but it's very simple methods are given because our Rishis knows we will be very busy. We do not have time in Kali Yuga. They know that. That's why Satyavrata. Even in Bhagavad Gita, this Parabrahma, that Paramjyoti Swarupam is a representation of 3 words. That is Om Tat Saditi Nirdeshaha, indicating with 3 letters. That is Om Tat Sat. That is why in olden days, it comes in Mundaka Upanishad. Whenever they are doing yajnas, they call the people Om, Om, Om. Means they're pointing this and bring Om. Then they say, okay, bring that to me. So that's how they used to in each. Now people also say Narayana, Narayana, or even getting up or sneezing or sitting. So like that, Satya Rupa. So that is why Om Tat Sat. These 3 words are indicating that Sat, truth, existence. That is why Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Jnanam, knowledge, truth, knowledge, and infinity. Anantam is qualities of Parabrahma, Paramatma. So that is why this is Om Tat Sat Nirdeshaha. That is Sat is talking about now. 818 Namam, 154 Shloka, Satya Rupa, embodiment of Satyam. Means whatever we do in Lalita Sahasranamam or any satsangs, nothing get wasted. Because if mother has the Vratam, Satya Vrata, Aradhana, or Puja, or Mantra, or Parayana, nothing get wasted. And what we need is niyama baddha jeevitam. Lifestyle should be some kind of, we need to keep ourselves, rules and regulations, kind of for ourselves, not for other people, for ourselves. That is why we need to do with Shraddha, means faith. That is why we call Shraddha karma. For all the Pitru karma, for parents and all of them, we say parents only, mother and father, we say Shraddha karma. Because we are doing with faith, Shraddha. That is why Shraddha karma. Whatever we do, we do with Shraddha. And where is she? Again, always we have the question, whenever we say, then Sat are all these abstract. 819th Sarvantaryamini, 820th Sati. Sarvantaryamini, Sarva means all. Antaryamini, Antar means inside, indweller of each and everybody, not only human beings, all the insects, birds, trees, plants, whatever you see, everything is the Sarvantaryamini in them. So that is why we are seeing in Rudram, everything is nothing but Rudra. Here we are seeing everything is nothing but Mother. Sarvantaryamini, what is her name? Sati, 820th. That is what Sat is nothing but Sati. That is why Durga Sapta Shati we call, right? That is what Sapta Sati is nothing but Shati. Sati is so many types of varieties of Satis. Sati you have done, I'm sure you all know the story. In Daksha Yajna, it comes in Bhagavatam to share mother of Shiva and Parvati. And first she got married to Shiva Bhagavan, Daksha Prajapati's daughter Dakshayani or Sati. Then Daksha Prajapati did the Yajnam, and then Sati Devi could not bear because he was, Daksha Prajapati is blaming Shiva Bhagavan. She could not bear it. So she offered herself to the Yoga Agni. Then she became to the Parvati. She appeared again. Then she married to Shiva Bhagavan. We saw this in the Parvati Namam, Aparna Namam, all that. So that's how she got so many namas. And Haimavati, so Shailaja, all those. So that is one before Sati. And that's why the Saptashati also have so many namas. Like Kali, Tara, Chinnamasta, Sumukhi, Bhavan, Bhuvaneswari, Bala, Nitya, all of them. Lakshmi, Lalita, Durga, Gayatri, Arundhati, Saraswati, Brahmi, Maheshwari, Kaumari, Vaishnavi, Mahendri, Chamunda, all of them. These are all sets of this Sati. We seen Durga Saptashati in three sets. Pradhama Charitam, Madhyama Charitam, and Uttama Charitam. Three charitams, all these forms. So that is what Sati is. And now let us see, okay. Maybe I will continue this one because this is the continuous process, thought process. 155th shloka. Brahmani Brahma Janani Bahurupa Budharchita Prasavitri Prachandagnya Pratishta Prakata Kritihi. 821 Namam to 828th Namam, that is 8 Namas in this section. These two shloka, two padas, one shloka. 821 Namam Brahmani. Brahmani is nothing but Parabrahma Yokka Shakti. Shakti means energy. That is Brahmani. Brahma Ani, Brahmani. That is why this is a Pucham, Brahma Pucham Pratishtam, Upanishad says. Nivara Shukavattanvi Pita Bhasvatyanupama. Means, if let us say, if you take the rice, the uncooked rice, that sharp will be there, a sharp tip. That is how it is. Brahma Ani means in us. That is how he entered, Paramatma entered into Uttara's womb. That is why Parikshit Maharaj was protected by that Brahmani. Then he came out, he was looking everywhere. Who protected me? Who protected me? I want to know. That is why he got the name Parikshit. Pariksha means observing, testing. Is this the one? Is this the one? Is this the one? That is how he got the name. 821 Namam. 822 is Brahma Janani. Here Janani means mother, Brahma means Brahmaji, the creator. he got so many names. Chaturmukha Brahma, because he had 4 heads. 4 heads representation of 4 Vedas. And then Karma Brahma, Srushti Karta, all of them are Janani, mother. Means Brahmaji's mother. Even Trimurti's mother, Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra's mother. Means cause for them. Causeless cause. She does not have any cause, but she is the cause for all of them. That is why Brahma Janani. Brahma is again Vedas, Veda Janani. Gayatri Swarupam also described here. So that's why, that is why we all have that tapana, that we want to go somewhere. Always we are all, tapana means kind of get disturbed. Why? Because that Brahma Janani is in us. Brahma Ani is in us. That we want to know that spark. All of us are want to do, get something, get better. Whether they know it or not, everywhere is trying to get better. Even country-wise we talk, we say, well, we want to get better. Politicians say, we want to get better. Everywhere you hear this word. Even, industries say, we want to get better. We want to get better financially too. You hear this. Family also, values, we want to get better. What is this? All this nothing but because the tapana is inside us. That is what Brahma Janani, Brahma Ani, that spark in us. That spark is making us doing that. And that spark is nothing but Bahurupa, 23rd Namam. So many forms. Bahurupa, Rupa means forms. Bahu means many forms. All the gods, even the trees have so many varieties. Fruits have so many varieties. People have so many varieties. Birds have so many varieties. Animals has varieties. Everywhere is varieties. Bahurupa, all these nothing but mother. Even Agni has so many varieties. This comes in again Mundaka Upanishad. Sapta Jihva, it is called Agni Devata. Why? Because fire, you will not believe. Fire, if we observe, these are all things keep us in mindfulness. Whenever we do homam or when we lit the fire also, we can see all these. All the colors are also given. One is Hiranya, it's golden yellow. And one is second, Kanaka, means gold, yellow color light. Third, Rakta, red color light. Fourth, Krishna, means a little bit black. Dhumra, that kind of like black color comes, And fifth, Suprabha. Suprabha means very, very good light. Means all the samidhas are really burning very nicely. And sixth one is Atirikta. And then seventh one is this Bahurupa. Agni, fire, Agni Devata has that name, Bahurupa. That's what this one. See, really, we never knew, right? Fire has so many colors. We just see that, that's all. But when we observe, when we heard this Mundaka Upanishad, then we say, wow, Sapta Jihva, which is so true. We can see these colors, all these colors. That is how Munimana Sahamsika, all these Munis have lived, living with the present moment, living in the mindfulness state. That's why they were able to observe. They will see the Rishis, Munis, all of them, purified intellect people. That is what Bahurupa. But we will continue this thought process. We can take it like we finished 2 shlokas. I will continue with this next one, next class, because we still had time. I didn't want to finish it. So, but I started it early, so that's why. But now today we finished 2 shlokas. This is Jnana Vidya or Jnana Lahari, 153rd and 154 shlokas. Param Jyoti, Param Dhama, Paramanu, Paratpara, Pashahasta, Pashahantri, Paramantra Vibhedini, Murta, Murta, Nityatrupta, Munimanasa Hamsika, Satyavrata, Satyarupa, Sarvantaryamini Sati. That Sarvantaryamini is one word, long word. Munimanasa Hamsika, again long word. Paramantra Vibhedini, long words. Rest of them are short. So all of them, our goal is to reach that Param Jyoti or Brahma Janani. Even though we see these Bahurupas, in those Bahurupas, whenever we open eyes, we see that no problem. We see the world, manyness. But our goal is that go to Param Jyoti, that Pushkarekshana, mother is observing and feel that Nitya Trupta, that is for feeling. But when we interact, we need to remember that mother is in and through, Sarvantaryamini, that is nothing but Sati. That is the thought process we need to develop. Then we become Budharchita. That is, how do we become that? We will see next week, Budharchita. So with this, I'm going to conclude this session. May all we become Nitya Trupta. May mother bless us to know that Sarvantaryamini Sati. Then mother will bless us Budharchita, all that. So with that, I'm going to conclude. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.